Hey, what's up you guys? I'm Sara Lubratt, and today we're going to be talking about why you need to try dictation for brainstorming your novel. I did just realize that my clock's not set, so let me change that. All right, now that that's not blinking anymore. I have found that for myself, one of the best ways for me to work on brainstorming my novel is to talk about it out loud, whether that's to myself or to a friend. And Riverside is a great way to do that, especially if you're writing friends or not in your close vicinity, which mine for the past several years have primarily been online, and I wish that I had a tool like Riverside to talk with them on because of things like their transcription. But if you choose to have a call with a long distance writing friend, which in the age of the internet is where most of my writing friends were until I recently joined a writing group in my area. However, I still love talking to my long distance writing friends, most of whom I have not actually met in person, but I do video calls with them pretty regularly just to stay caught up, talk about our writing, talk about our lives, and everything that comes with that. However, I wish that I had known about Riverside sooner because of their transcription. I think one of the worst things is that when I'm talking to one of my friends about my books and I come up with some brilliant idea during the conversation and then we move on to other things and it slips my brain. That would not happen nearly as much if I was using Riverside. When editing your recordings, the bar along the bottom of the screen shows different colors for different speakers. And this is amazing if you kind of remember where in the conversation you were talking about your story idea, but also if you don't remember where you were talking about a certain idea, there's a search bar that you can use to go through and search the transcript for a word or a phrase or something, so that then you can either look at the recording or the transcript about what you were working on brainstorming or talking about for your story. Another incredible thing within this transcript tool, and one of my biggest issues that I found with various dictation sites, even like the Notes app on my phone, is that it captures every and like and pause that I say. However, with Riverside, you can edit those things out. You can edit out commonly said phrases like and like. You can also cut out the pauses and the hesitations or any other filler words that you use frequently. One that I've noticed a lot in my writing that gets even worse when I'm trying to dictate a section or a couple of paragraphs are the words just and only. And with the Riverside editor, I can go through and have it automatically cut those words out, which then makes the dictation and the transcription so much cleaner for me then to go back over and edit. And so I don't have to change a ton while I'm going through that. And I can really focus on the content of what I was talking about with one of my friends instead of focusing on all of the the likes, the justs, the onlys. And this also goes for my second tip, which is to talk things out with yourself and or trying dictation. I am the most creative when I'm walking or hiking, specifically hiking, because I'm out in nature, I'm surrounded by beautiful things, my body is busy, but my mind has time to wander. As a writer, I feel like I'm constantly getting ideas even when I'm not sitting in front of my computer, especially in places like this. And so when I'm out in a place like this, I basically have two options, until recently. But those first two options are typing things in my phone, which feels bizarre because then I'm pulling myself out of being in the moment. And my second option has been leaving myself voice notes. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't actually like typing up my voice notes after I make them. I still just go off of what I can remember instead of pulling up my voice note to type it out. But now with Riverside's transcription tool, I can enjoy all of the ease and luxury of leaving myself a voice note while their software is typing up what I'm saying, which saves me so much freaking time. And then I get the benefit of speaking into voice notes and not having to worry about my brain moving faster than my fingers can, so I can dictate whatever ideas I'm coming up with or a scene that I just thought of from my book, and the transcription tool will write it down for me where I can easily access it later when I'm back in cell service, so that I can continue enjoying places like this with just a quick voice note in the Riverside app and then check the transcription later while Riverside is typing up that transcription as I'm speaking. And I know that there are other like voice to text kind of things, but every other one I've used is very flawed. Whenever I try to use a different dictation platform, it always mishears me, so whatever I'm trying to say is not what it's writing down, which is why I think that every writer should try Riverside, because on top of having the most correct transcription that I've seen so far, it also eliminates filler words like and you can search for words. So if you are dictating for a long period of time, or even if it's a short thing and you just want to search by a word or a phrase or something, you can type that in and it will show you where in your transcription that word is found, whether once or multiple times. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely am an out loud thinker, but I do often have to talk myself through some of my ideas, and using something like Riverside that transcribes my dictation is so helpful in talking myself through some of my idea generation or scene generation or list making or whatever I needed to do. And with this, I've tried dictation on several platforms and I get bogged down with not wanting to go through and edit out the the likes, the justs, the onlys. But one of the brilliant things with Riverside is that they have an app. So if you are out and about in the world, or even if you're in your apartment or your house, just talking to yourself about your story and brainstorming for your project, you can record yourself talking and then you can go into the transcript tool and cut out those pauses and filler words, which makes brainstorming so much easier when you don't have to go through and then clean up all of your brainstorming. Yes, you might want to tweak some ideas, but you won't have to focus on editing out the likes and the ums. If you would like to try Riverside for your next dictation brainstorming session, or if you were just trying to speak your book out loud just for a change of pace so you're not constantly handwriting or you typing on your computer, Riverside does offer a free plan if you would like to try this out. If you choose to go with one of their other plans, you can also use the code Sara15 for 15% off. Check it out at the link in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.